Hello, shining stars. How are you today? Boy, it's been a long time since we've been together. Let's see what's going on with Miggery Sow today, okay? Chapter 33, A Rat Who Knows Her Name. Mig had climbed the dungeon stairs and was preparing to open the door to the kitchen when the rat spoke to her. "May I detain you for a moment?" said the rat. Mig looked down to her left and then to her right. "Down here," said Rescuro. Mig looked at the floor. "Gosh," she said, "but you're a rat, ain't ya? And didn't the old man just warn me of rats? Beware the rats," he said. She held up the tray higher so that the light from the candle shone directly on Rescuro and the golden spoon that he had on his head and the blood-red cloak that he wore around his neck. "There's no need to panic, none at all," said Rescuro. As he talked, he reached behind his back and, using the handle of the spoon, he raised the thing off his head, much in the manner of a man lifting his hat to a lady. "Goh," said Mig, "a rat with manners?" "Yes," said Rescuro. "How do you do?" "My papa had some cloth much like yours, Mr. Rat," said Mig. "Red, just like that. He traded me for it." "Ah," said Rescuro, and he smiled a large, knowing smile. "Ah, he did so. That's a terrible story, a tragic story. Reader, if you will pardon me, we must pause for a moment to consider a great and unusual thing, a portentous thing. That great, unusual, portentous thing is this." Rescuro's voice was pitched perfectly to make his way through the tortuous path of Mig's broken-down cauliflower ears. That is to say, dear reader, Miggery Sow heard, perfectly true, every single word that the rat Rescuro uttered. And they've got a picture that shows you what her ears look like. And the rat, do you see them? Look at her ear, how it's all lumpy and bumpy from getting clouded so many times. "You have known your share of tragedy," said Rescuro to Mig. "Perhaps it is time for you to make acquaintance of triumph and glory." "Triumph?" said Mig. "Glory?" "Allow me to introduce myself," said Rescuro. "I am Chiaroscuro. My friends call me Rescuro, and your name is Miggery Sow. And is it not true that most people simply call you Mig?" "Ain't that a thing?" shouted Mig. "A rat who knows my name? Miss Miggery, my dear, I do not want to appear too forward so early in our acquaintance, but may I inquire, am I right in ascertaining that you have aspirations?" Aspirations are kind of like dreams and hopes. "What do you mean, aspirations?" shouted Mig. "Miss Miggery, there's no need to shout. None at all. As you can hear me, so I can hear you. We two are perfectly suited, each to the other." Rescuro smiled again, displaying his mouthful of sharp yellow teeth. "Aspirations, my dear, are those things that would make a serving girl wish to be a princess." "Gor," agreed Mig. "A princess is exactly what I want to be." "There is, my dear, a way to make that happen. I believe that there is a way to make that dream come true." "You mean that I could be the Princess P?" "Yes, your Highness," said Rescuro, and he swept the spoon off his head and bowed deeply at the waist. "Yes, your most royal Princess P." "Gah," said Mig. "May I tell you my plan? May I illustrate for you how we can make your dream of becoming a princess a reality?" "Yes," said Mig, "yes." "It begins," said Rescuro, "with yours truly and the chewing of a rope." Mig held the tray with one small candle burning bright, and she listened as the rat went on, speaking directly to the wish in her heart. So passionately did Rescuro speak, and so intently did the serving girl listen, that neither noticed as the napkin on the tray moved. What could be moving a napkin? Nor did they hear a small, mouse-like noise of disbelief and outrage that issued from behind the napkin as Roscuro went on unfolding, step by step, his diabolical plan. Diabolical means terrible and mean, to bring the princess to darkness. End of the 3rd book. Come back next time for book the 4th, Recalled to the Light. Who do you think was under the napkin? Let's find out next time. Bye.